Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have another Bears reaction, and it's been a couple days since Sunday, and I'm just it's the same old Bears. This team's pathetic. It really is, or at least the coaching staff is. Look, I want to believe in Tyson Badgett to come in and play well, but let's be honest, he was a D2 quarterback for a reason. He was an undrafted guy for a reason. You know, if he showed any type of potential, somebody would have taken him in the 7th round and at least given him a full-size contract. You know, I don't think he's going to be that guy. Now, he looks confident, which is a good thing, to say the least, especially behind that shit-ass offensive line that we currently have out there. But it's over. It really is. And I don't know if, with Justin Fields being out, if that means that Justin Fields is done in Chicago. I really don't know. There's rumors that he could be done in Chicago, and it is sounding like a longer-term injury that he could be potentially put on IR. Especially, and people were freaking out over the Trace McSorley pickup to the practice squad and Nathan Peterman being brought back onto the active roster. That has nothing to do with whether or not Justin Fields is going to be out long term. You're going to want 3 quarterbacks, and the sooner you get a guy in, the sooner he's going to start learning the playbook. I don't understand why everybody's like, Justin Fields is done for the year. That doesn't mean anything, because what happens if, Tyson Badgett goes down? What if Nathan Peterman goes down, during a practice? You're going to need a backup, or you're going to need a new starter, or you're going to need something. Having 3 quarterbacks, 2 on the active roster and at least 1 on the fucking practice squad is a normal thing. Okay? So let's not overreact to that. Defense looked pretty good, all things considered. Now, granted, they didn't have Justin Jefferson, and we were still letting up some decent gains to the receivers when they were actually getting open. When they were, and it looked like coverage was breaking down a lot still and all that fun stuff. But the defense looked like it came to play a little bit. The pass rush looked a little bit better, but there was still no real pressure without bringing a blitz. This coaching staff is done. I wouldn't be surprised if almost any of this coaching staff doesn't get picked up. It doesn't get fucking picked up. At least I want it. Like, why the fuck would you have this guy on the roster? On your coaching staff. At least Matt Nagy, look, I hated Matt Nagy. I wanted him gone. You can go look back at some of my videos. It's just he became so uncreative. He was so conservative. He didn't want Trubisky to turn the ball over. He didn't want to push the ball. He didn't want to, in 2018, we were running trick plays. We were running these, awesome looking plays. We were running, it looked like we were so confident. And then as the seasons went on, it looked like Matt Nagy just lost hope in Trubisky and just stopped letting him do what he would do. He stopped letting Trubisky run. He stopped, all this fun, dynamic stuff. Now, I know the talent wasn't always there and injuries slowly piled up, and I hated Nagy. I did. But he was at least, he wasn't conservative to a point. This offense gets so conservative to a point, and just Luke Getsy is so bad. He is so fucking terrible. This still goes back to the point of, why are you hiring offensive coordinators from teams that have great quarterbacks? Not good quarterbacks, great quarterbacks. Every single time it feels like a team has hired an offensive coordinator that came from a great quarterback, that had a great quarterback, like upper echelon quarterback, like top 5 quarterback. It seems like they never pan out the way they should. I don't know. It's the same old. There's not a whole ton to say. The clip going around right now, I think, is what Jatir Carter and Cody Whitehair missing on a block and then basically blocking each other, as I think either Fields or Badgett has to scramble for his life. I think it might have been the play that Fields actually got hurt on. Cody Whitehair got benched. I don't think we'll see him unless there's an injury to one of the guards. And Nate Davis, I don't know if he's currently out right now. I haven't seen the injury report yet for today. I don't know. Just, this team's pathetic. It really is. And compared to a lot of the other teams, besides the Panthers, I think we're the worst team. I genuinely think that. the Cardinals at least fight, and they've been up multiple times in multiple games. They just don't have the talent, I think, to finish games. So, are they really truly a bad team? No, they're a decent team. Yes, they're a bad team, but they're at least trying. They're at least fighting. They're at least continuing to go. Same thing with, I would say, what's the other teams? The Broncos. They weren't looking too hot, but they at least, have. I just don't think they have the necessary talent, and I don't think they're just quite there yet to win games and stuff. The Giants are bad, but they fought against the fucking Bills the whole time. So, I don't know. This team's fucking terrible. Everybody deserves to be fired. I don't know what they plan on doing in the offseason. Everything's going to hinge on what they think of Justin Fields going into this offseason. I don't think Poles will get fired this offseason, but I think this is his last guaranteed offseason going into it. I think if he misses this year, I think there will be a serious discussion of getting rid of him, which then will just start the whole fucking process over of the last GM drafting a QB, the new regime coming in, having to hold on to that QB, and then, the new regime doesn't like the QB, they want to restart, but they kind of want to build so that they don't lose their jobs, and just and it's just going to be an ongoing cycle. If I was the Bears, I know you haven't given Ryan Poles a whole ton of time, but I would restart. I would go, this is it. We just need to restart. We need to bring in fresh new faces. Give them the guys that they want. I would release basically anybody under contract that the new regime doesn't see as long-term or helpful to winning right now. So I'd probably get rid of, so I'd get rid of like Whitehair. I'd get rid of, Jackson, Walker, those type of guys. I'd get rid of a lot of those guys. I really don't know what to say. This team has underperformed. Look, as much as I, in my record prediction for the Bears, I predicted them going 10-7, 11-6, 9-8. But I wasn't predicting them to go out and blow teams out of the water. This is just pathetic. It really is. Now, I've said this once and I'll say it again. I never want somebody to lose their job. I never hope for somebody to do bad. I only will tell you what I'm seeing. And it's just not a good product right now. I wish it was different, but it's not. Simple as that. Going into this next week, I am going to be starting doing predictions at the end of these videos. I'm going to do the Raiders for this week. I think that's who we're playing. Let me bring it up. Yeah, so we're playing the Raiders. Same thing I basically said in my original, predictions for games. It's going to come down to whether or not that defense will fuck us in the ass, The Raiders' pass rush against our very bad defensive line could really determine what goes on in this game. They have a run game. They have receivers. Brian Hoyer should play well. He played well for us when he was here, right? Was it Brian Hoyer? I'm like 90% sure it was Brian Hoyer that played for us at one point. I think he played a game against the Colts and got injured. But yeah, I don't see us winning this game. I think their pass rush is too good. I think Max Crosby is going to either feast on Darnell Wright or on Larry Borum. The interior O-line looks shitty as always. Tyson Badgett, as long as he looks confident and doesn't let Luke Getsy get in his head, he should be fine. What's he going to do? Bench him for Nathan Peterman? Cool. So secures the first overall pick and secure yourself being unemployed, you dumbass. Yeah, I just want to see something from this offense. Even if it's like Tyson Badgett, everybody was like, he had 2 turnovers. Why is everybody acting like he was so good? One was on the first fumble was because his O-line didn't block for him, and he immediately got hit. The second one was he got hit while he was throwing the fucking football, so it spiraled up into the air and was picked off. Those are not really his fault. Now, yes, he shouldn't be throwing the ball on 1st down and 10, trying to hit a deep route, but it was late in the game. What the fuck do you want him to do? I enjoyed more that he looked confident in what he was throwing than the fact that he threw a pick. Justin Fields sometimes doesn't look confident enough in himself or like he's going to get the ball there. At least Tyson Badgett is looking confident. Now, and I swear somebody's going to be like, oh, you like Tyson Badgett more than you like Justin Fields. You're probably racist. No, I love Justin Fields. Justin Fields was my number one quarterback coming into the fucking draft. I liked him more than I liked Trevor Lawrence. But guess what? He's on the fucking Bears. His career's being ruined, and he just doesn't look confident because that O-line shit. His only two weapons are Cole Kmet and DJ Moore because Darnell Mooney and him just don't have a connection for some reason this year. And Tyler Scott's been working with the second team all year because they wanted Claypool and EQ at Equinemius St. Brown to be the number 3. I don't know. The Raiders are going to screw us. They have a decent enough run game where they're going to gash us. They have receivers that are going to be able to get open, Renfro, Jacoby Myers, Mayer, Devontae Adams. I don't think we have enough good coverage guys to really slow them down. It's not going to be a fun game. I can tell you that much right now. So I predict us losing the game. I'm going to say 24-13. So, if you guys enjoyed this video or any other videos like this here on my channel, please stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this. Got more rebuilds coming out. Got more Titans franchise coming out. Got more roster updates coming out. All that fun stuff. Stick around and subscribe if you guys like any of that content. But I'll be back with more videos like this. I'm out. Peace.